Welcome back, Sky Kingdoms Weather. I hope everyone's doing well today. I just want to say thank you for everybody tuning into the stream here. We already have almost 20 people watching here. Yeah, things have escalated. Yeah, things have escalated dramatically, you guys. And when I mean dramatically, I mean on a level that I haven't seen since Hurricane Melissa, with intensification. So as of right now, we already got 15 people watching. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. I figured since it was so expensive and all that. So look, I'm going to be honest too. This looks like Ian when it's struggling in its Caribbean. Man, oh man. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Straight out of the book. We got a problem, Houston. Things have exploded. Alright, things have just exploded beyond explode. Things have rapidly increased. Potentially major strengthening, you guys, along this storm right now. This is what is expected. I was 9-1 spotted it. Yes, correct. We'll be talking all about that. Just give me a moment here on the stream. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. We're going to get it started right here on this. You guys are awesome. Thank you for that. So basically, with the recent data that I am getting here, we have a lot of convection. Okay, definitely nowhere near Melissa level yet. Not there, but the strengthening, you know, with the New Orleans, we got a problem. Yes, he means the level of uptrend, Justin. Yes, correct. My apologies. I didn't mean to. Yeah, not strength. We got a problem. This thing is exploding in convection. We got that shrimp look right now. Let me quickly fix my epic pen because this is gonna... No, what's... It's definitely intensifying. This is not Melissa. You know what I mean. I didn't mean it like that. I need to close out epic pen and redo it. Wait 1 second. Let me... Why is this epic pen not working? Yeah, epic pen is not working. That is annoying. So I cannot use epic pen right now, but it has an S shape, which is good, especially for a tropical depression. It is quickly trying to intensify here. We do see things taking in place here with the convection. We're continuing to see more showers and thunderstorms explode along this system. We are expecting some pretty quickly intensifying here This is the latest satellite and imagery out of the here. And here it is, you guys. We still need to mix out the dry air, though. We are doing that. Yeah, Dappy is back online. There is the core, you guys, right there. We're going to let it play here. I want you guys to take a look at the low-level swirl that's being into the low-level center up where the convection is. This is continuing to spin, continuing to intensify very rapidly. We are watching a low-level core get better and better organized. It's not... Yeah, I never heard about it, really. It's still a bit lackluster with convection, but much better than before. Correct. All right, so... yeah, look at that one. We do officially have, as you guys know, we do have Tropical Depression 2, likely to become a hurricane here. National Hurricane Center already showing a 60. This is at a tropical depression, 30 miles an hour, moving north-northwest at 2. Currently, right now, it's moving a little bit south right now. Recon's being sent in half an hour to an hour. Thank you for the update there. I'm going to like to look at the discussion here. So this was as of the morning. Tropical Depression 2 has been designated. The area of low-level center from the low-level pressure that the national area has been monitoring in the northeastern Gulf of America to Gulf of Mexico during the past few days has now developed a well-defined low-level circulation. The convection activity remains patchy, likely due to intrusions of dry air from its northeast, but there is enough persistent convection near the center and in the bands on its northeast and southwestern side to justify this system as a tropical depression. The circulation is sprawling and still weak. However, based on surface observation earlier and ASCAT data, the initial intensity set at 30 miles an hour with the minimum essential pressure at 1,011. When we first ever started with this invest, it was 1,015. So we've continued to drop in pressures. The Air Force Hunter are scheduled to help better the access of the system initial structure. The intensity motion of this system is difficult to know since it has only recently become well defined, but our best guess north-northwest at 3 knots, that's about 2 miles an hour. The system is currently caught in a weak steering current between a ridge over the western Atlantic and another ridge over the south central and southwestern United States, and a trough over the northeast of the U.S. This pattern should take the cyclone slowly northwestward through Monday night, and the system will likely be northwestward through Monday night, and the system will likely be close enough to Florida and the Panhandle to bring potential for tropical storm conditions. After that time, a turn to the west or west-northwest seems to be the most likely scenario as the ridge over the southern U.S. builds eastward and taking the system near or across the Gulf Coast during the middle and latter portions of the week. The National Hurricane Track lies a touch to the south of the week. The National Hurricane Track lies, they're just a little south of the middle of the guidance envelope. In the best agreement with usually the best performing aids of the HCCA, TVCN, and the GDMI. Those are right now. Recon is leaving in 25 minutes. We can use our hurricane models after recon goes in. Correct. Another thing is the sprawling nature of this system, nearby dry air and some northeasterly vertical wind shear suggests that may that any strengthening should be slow to occur, especially in the short term. Nonetheless, the system is expected to become a tropical storm as it approaches the Florida Panhandle during the next day or two. There seems to be a better opportunity for the system to strengthen once it turns westward. However, the amount of strengthening will be depending on how far offshore the circulation is. The National Hurricane Center forecast lies towards the upper end of the model guidance. However, there is a low amount of confidence given the uncertainty of how much land interaction will take place. All right. So that's the latest thinking of that scenario there. We can use our hurricane models. Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well right now. The depression is expected to gradually strengthen and could bring tropical conditions to the Panhandle. And there is now tropical storm watches issued. We're going to be going over the tropical storm watches. Interest in Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas should be monitoring this system, as watches could be required for portions of those areas over the next day or two. Area of flash flooding will be possible through Thursday along the eastern and central Gulf, from the western Florida all the way to the southern portions of Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. The latest strength is set at 60 miles an hour here on the graphics here. When we take a look at that here on the interaction cone, pretty big cone here, and this was as the 10 a.m. update. They do expect a tropical depression to continue by 7 p.m. I personally think this will be a tropical storm by 7 p.m. So this could once again uptrend into strength here. And they are expecting this in the next 24 hours to become a tropical storm, looking at 7 in the morning tomorrow. It could be stronger. It could be weaker. It could be a whole new ball game. Then they have in the next 36 hours, only in the next 36 hours, this moves this little. And it moves up to a 45 mile an hour storm. And then this is in the next 48 hours. This, you guys, I just want to show you guys, this is in the next 2 days. From this to this, only moving this slow. So extremely slow moving tropical storm. It might become a hurricane if it stays offshore and it moves off the coast of the west. I just want to say thank you for everybody tuning in and joining the stream here. I do very greatly appreciate that. This is in the next 60 hours. So this is in the next almost 2.5 days. This is expected to become a 50 mile an hour storm and then a 60 before making landfall just south of the New Orleans and Gulfport areas. This could be most likely a little bit more south, I am thinking, but already having a 60 miles an hour storm, making a landfall in these low-lying areas, and continuing a 60 mile an hour storm as it scrapes across Lafayette, Lake Charles, all Baton Rouge. Major storm surge is expected. Major impacts are expected. Could be stronger now. The intensity forecast continues to uptrend, you guys. Something that is in a very big and worrying environment. I just want to say thank you for everybody tuning in. We are at about 40 views already in the first 15 minutes. I just want to say thank you for all your support. And very similar to Hurricane Hannah as of right now. Then this will make a secondary landfall and head right for Houston as a 50 mile an hour tropical storm. So they want this to strike Alabama, Mississippi, New Orleans, Texas, all as a middle end tropical storm. And this is on the lower end of. All right. It's pretty crazy how this was not even supposed to form. And yes, we are looking at formation becoming very likely here on the latest analysis. I just want to say thank you for 12 likes. We have already crushed we're already crushing the goals here. We are expecting to get 50 likes. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. Our goal is to get 50 subs this live stream. So we have not hit 1 sub yet, but let's hit 50 new subscribers and 50 likes, and let's just smash it here in the like button and in the weather well. All right. Now, I'm going to want to take a look at radar scope because I think so now. All right. So that's that. This is all new, by the way. This is all like new stuff here. They do have a rip current map here of some significant rip currents right now across today. High risk of rip currents across Tampa Bay and the peninsula of Florida. Tomorrow, they are expecting that threat to continue. They haven't really upped anything yet because it's just so early in its development. Even the rainfall, I'm expecting this to continue to uptrend here. Tovu are running. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, bro, I just gave bro something to look at radar, and he ain't even using it. What do you mean? Let me... All right. So let's keep an eye out on that here. I could see a hurricane. All right, thank you. Thank you very much there on that. Hey, Christine. Christ. Hey, Crady. Nice to see you guys all tuning into the stream. Yeah. Experimental code. Look at that. Pretty crazy right there on the way this is all looking. So we just looked at all of National Hurricane Center. We got the Canadian coming out. I want to take a look at that. Canadian, let's see its eyes on this. So it has it making a tropical storm, making impacts all along the Florida's coast. It actually makes a very close impact of a landfall across the Florida peninsula, then shifts south, skirts along the coast, and stays a tropical storm. Track-wise, I agree with here. Strength, not exactly, but track-wise, yes. Bro, it's so fast. That last night it was an invest, now it's a tropical depression. After stream, you want to hop on VC, I can help you up? Yes. We're currently we're going to be watching the hurricane models here in the next couple hours. We also have the HAFS 8 running in. Also, All right. The HERF model 6Z did have a tropical storm and then making landfall in the Pensacola of Alabama and Florida. We'll also have to see the 12Z and recon data. So that will be better for later tonight. Yeah. How is everyone doing right now? Thank you for all the continuing coverage on this, love. All y'all do. Thank you very much. Thank you for that analysis. Look at that. More convection, more thunderstorms continuing to develop all along this low. So, yeah, things continue to intensify here, especially on the latest satellite imagery. The spin is getting better. The intensity is getting better. Definitely could be a tropical storm right now. I wouldn't be surprised. Great. All right. Yeah. Pretty bad here. Pretty bad. Let's take a look at some of the new weather models here. Hey, it is likely for a hurricane like Bertha to make landfall on the Gulf Coast, Mississippi. Its center is almost fully consolidated. Yeah. Oh. I forgot about that. We do have the storm environment information. This is very interesting. This is the ship's model. The ship's model right now has a 1%. This hasn't fully updated, but 1% of 20 knots of rapid intensification in the next 12 hours. It does have an 8% in the next 48 hours to go 50. These are actually just coming in right now. It has a 12% to go 25 knots in the next 24 hours and a 30 knot of rapid intensification in the next 9% in the next 24 hours also. And this is all in the next 24 hours pretty much here. So that's pretty major intensification, if you ask me, taking place here as of right now. So this is the storm environment according to the ship's model. SST anomalies through the next 175 hours. Yeah, 30 to about 31 degrees Celsius. So waters are a check mark. The shear in the next... All right, interesting. The wind knots, they're expecting this to get up to 60 on the 12Z. They have this getting up to 60 mile an hour winds there. The 700 and 500 millibar right now is high. That's going to continue to drop. Also, that's very significant. Yes, tropical depression. Yeah, very bad scenario here right now that we are seeing. If you guys are new to the channel, please like, please subscribe. We are continuing to watch out. We just gained a brand new subscriber. So we are 49 subs away from the goal. Thank you very much there. We have 43 people watching right now. I would like to say thank you for all of you guys tuning into the stream. The shear and knots is not that bad. Look at the shear. We're going to take a quick update on the shear. The shear anomalies right now is pretty good. I do not see any shear going on right now in the core. We only have about 10 to about 15 knots of shear going on. No, not too much shear going on. I think anywhere from Middle Texas up to Galveston needs to prepare for potential impacts. I think the entire Gulf Coast should now be preparing for major impacts. Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, all along the Gulf Coast, there's going to be some major issues. All right. Yeah, the shear continues to lessen here on this system, so we're going to have to continue to keep an eye out for that. Let's take a look at some of these hurricane models. HMON has this at 1,006 in the next 24 hours. This will likely be a lot stronger, but yeah. I'm waiting on Recon to get into this. I wouldn't be surprised they pushed this to Tropical Storm by the 2 p.m. update. If Recon can go into this and find tropical storm conditions, this could become Tropical Storm Bertha before I end the stream. I wouldn't be surprised. Let me quickly look at something. I would like to look at recording to the TC Atlas. 131 out of 28 members are showing it to become a category 1. So that's a lot. The HAVS models suck on this system, so yeah. Crispy, Weather Kingdom, it is possible for it to hit as a Cat 3 in Mississippi if it rapidly strengthens. Not exactly. That's not going to happen, no. If that happens, that would be only for Texas or the very far. Yeah, that will only happen if it's in Texas area. I can't see that happening. I would like to take a look at microwave imagery here. I know we got some microwave imagery that we can bring up here. Hey, you guys. Let me make sure. Yeah. So everybody, we got some special guests here that would like to join the stream. Say hi, everyone.
Hey, man.
Hello.
So would you guys like to introduce your guys' self?
Yep. You can probably
Sure.
start with yourself, Delta.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
Delta,
Delta. You probably guys, and anyone who is a watcher of Pat's Path Predictor streams, I am part of his. I am a new addition to his tropical discussion team.
Correct. Anyone else?
Hey guys, I'm Sakura. Y'all probably may or may not know me from this channel, especially. I'm basically a tropical cyclone historian over here.
Yeah, that's very true there. I see Delta. I see we have a lot of things being sent into the, oh my goodness, the chats. Well, turn on, I am on today. Recon's supposed to go out in 30 minutes. Hour and
Weather
30.
Kingdom.
Yes.
I'd like to tell you that Recon has taken off.
Is that on Tropical Tibbets?
No, that
No.
is on that is on Flight Radar. They track the Flight Radar 24. The plane has in fact taken off from Biloxi, Mississippi.
So we should get recon within the hour. We should start getting data in about an hour.
All right, sounds
Yep.
good. I will be live for that. I do want to quickly take a look at something. So I know Delta, you've sent this in the chats and stuff. The microwave imagery. And by the way, if you guys do see any questions in the comments, just let me know because right now the comments are going crazy.
The chat's gonna.
Yeah. So I currently have the microwave imagery popped up here. Delta.
Can you share your screen, Kingdom?
Yes, I can. Just give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Delta, I know you sent this. I would like for you to discuss here. What are we looking at?
Okay, we are basically looking under the hood, under the convection, and we're basically looking at the actual structure. So think of it like an X-ray or an MRI of our tropical depression right now. The thing that I am keeping my eye on are these circular bands that are now forming around the center, stretching from near Tampa all the way out to as far west as Louisiana. Those are tropical feeder bands that are trying to get organized and start feeding the developing inner core, which is right where that inner band, that inner semicircle, kind of curls in towards the center, right about 28 degrees north. That is where your core, your central low pressure, is trying to build its core as we speak. And it is doing a good job at that. It is currently trying to mix out any dry air intrusions. And it's just organizing at a pretty quick pace.
Yeah. Just everything right now is screaming very bad scenarios right now. I can't even describe what we were talking about last night to this morning. I mean, I had a bad feeling this was going to escalate to this point, but not this quick. I was honestly expecting it to become a PTC even before a tropical depression, so we have already jumped the gun. The latest microwave imagery, that is a scary tropical depression look on a microwave imagery. Like he just said, we have banding, we got a core trying to develop, we got feeder bands trying to develop. The core is looking healthy and a very scary healthy. It's in an environment where the environment's in pretty good conditions. We got a lot of ocean heat content in a lot of warm waters and a lot of time before any landfall impacts, especially if it stays off the coast. National Hurricane Center, even if it makes a landfall in the Louisiana area, like the National Hurricane Center happens to show, it doesn't even make a landfall for another 2.5 to 3 days, even if that hits the Louisiana. So that tells you how close it is and how slow it's moving. And if it does dodge the Louisiana and kind of scrapes along the southern coast, yeah, this is going to continue to intensify. And another thing is, I don't think a lot of people have talked about it, and it's for how the Gulf Coast is. You guys know in the Louisiana area, we are below sea level. It's mainly swamp and ocean, like across the coastline. Does anyone have more of a geography on that? Talk about what the brown ocean effect?
Yeah, so the brown let me think. Okay, so the geography of Southeast Louisiana, y'all probably know, like in Plaquemines and St. Bernard and Orleans parishes, that area, Southeast Louisiana, is very flat, basically below sea level, right?
Yeah,
Versus when you're running a tropical cyclone into a mountain, right?
correct.
Into a mountain range. For example, let's say Taiwan, for
Okay.
example, in Bobby's
Oh,
case, a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
you're cutting out quite a bit.
A flat area.
Yeah, you're cutting out, Sakura. I just want to say thank you for everybody tuning in the stream. We are almost at 70 views right
A
now.
flat area is
Yeah. Can someone tell Sakura he's cutting out?
I guess
Oh.
weaken the tropical cyclone less.
You're
Yeah,
cutting
like,
out,
oh, shit.
Sakura. You're
Damn
like
it.
freezing every 5
yeah.
seconds.
Do
I
you
think
want me
my
to?
mobile. my
Well, do you
mobile-
want me to? Do you want me to
Yeah,
sort of like
think
finish
mine-
it, like the
good
Brown
now.
Ocean, like and what it does? Like, think of it like when like tropical storms create a lot of water and they drop it and they effectively make a miniature ocean, essentially in a very flat plane. That effectively allows it to, essentially, make more tropical development to happen over this land. Essentially.
Correct. And why the National Hurricane Center has a landfall and it's standing its same strength as a 60-mile-an-hour storm is because where it's making landfall is very low-lying areas. And it's called a brown, like he just said, is a brown ocean effect. And it doesn't have too much land interaction. And it could actually withstand its strength or even quickly strengthen before making a complete landfall. So that's another very big concern I have here. If it trends a little bit more south, with the brown ocean effect, it ain't going to weaken this. If anything, this could even intensify even more. And we could be talking about strong tropical storm impacts. I'm going to be honest, National Hurricane Center is being very conservative right now. They say in the next 60 hours, this is only going to be a 45, 50 mile an hour tropical storm. Right now, with the latest analysis and stuff, I have a bad feeling with how slow this is moving. This could potentially become a 70 mile an hour storm in the next 48 to about 72 hours. I could see this becoming a very strong tropical storm by Tuesday morning. What's your guys' thoughts on what I just said?
Real quick, I do want to mention the NHC forecast, as far as I know, has this thing for peaking at 60 miles an hour.
Yes, correct. We are seeing, I think that if the National Hurricane Center is here and then we continue to see this develop, I could see in the next couple updates an H near the Louisiana area. What's your guys' thoughts on that?
We got
Yeah, I can see that.
12Z. We got 12Z icon data.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I have that here. Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah, correct. How's the HERF? Okay, that's coming out right now. These hurricane models, you guys, yes, we are taking a look at it, but we need recon data to help out these hurricane models. But I do want to say the HMON does have a strong tropical storm to a low end Cat 1 in the next 48 hours on what I was just saying. So keep that in mind. The HMON does have a very quickly intensifying storm in the next 48 hours to a strong tropical storm or hurricane. And the last run had nothing. So
Hey, Kingdom, can you switch
Yeah.
that infograph to the winds? To the
And what?
10 meter winds.
So yeah, 44 knots will be like 55, 60 miles an hour. I don't really like going off completely by this, but this is a good also. Regardless, it's showing a very strong tropical storm in the next 48 hours.
By the way, you can have a look at like my live stream right now. Right now, I'm just showcasing what it looks like under one of the, bands essentially for the local region. Like
Yeah,
satellite.
give me 1 second. Let me get your screen up.
Oh yeah. By the way, I did also put. Also, by the way, I did post in general chat the obligatory French cone. You're welcome.
Oh boy.
By the way, there's already, you can see a band that's trying to form. There's like the setting of a band essentially. You know, the preset essentially.
Let me quickly look at your screen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
get
then
it
it's like,
set.
yeah, there looks to be more convective firing on the southern to eastern side by the looks of it. And the outflow is spreading even further in all directions.
Yeah, I definitely see what you're talking about. Yeah, right now we have a lot of convection exploding around the entire storm, and you guys have to remember this is Duro minimum. We're not even in Duro maximum, and this is still intensifying. So, right now, with what I'm seeing, you guys, does this worry you? What this could mean for the entire night stream and
It
later
does
on?
very much. Yeah, by the way, is that like the preset to the core right there? That little like ring of clouds?
Yes,
there?
that's the core area.
Yeah, that looks like to be the preset of what looks to be the core. Like, it basically outlines itself. It looks like it's going all of its mesos together, then to like combine itself and essentially drop in more in pressure by the looks of it. By extension, gain more, convection. And once it gets into this area, by the way, where all the being clouds are here, it's
I just want to quickly say, we have 72 people watching right now. I just want to say thank you so much for everybody tuning in. A dream that I never thought I would be able to do with you guys. And this is in 42 minutes. You guys are absolutely awesome. And let's do it, you guys. Let's keep this going. I'm planning on going live all the way up to 3 to 3:30. So before I have work. So let's keep this going all through the evening. And thank you for everybody tuning in and supporting. Please smash the subscribe button. Our goal is up to 1,500 subscribers. We already are at 1,421. We have already gained 4 subscribers in just this stream. So we're only 46 away from the goal that I have for the stream. And we already have 21 likes. So we're only right now 29 likes away from 50, if I'm doing my math correct. Something like that.
But yeah, by the way, the southern outflow channel is extended even more. It hit basically Cuba and also basically the end of the Gulf of Mexico, and it's now in Mexico itself. Now, southern channel.
Yeah, I see what you are talking about there. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, I do not like that look, even with their own minimum. It is just...
Yeah, you can see the shrimp look. You can see this is where the tail is, it's thick, and then it goes there. That's the head.
Yep.
Yep.
I see what you're talking about. A lot of showers and thunderstorms developing. I am very concerned what we could be looking at tonight if this continues to show.
Holy blow up there. Look at all that blow right next to the water. Jesus. Isn't that the same area where Helene makes landfall? Where the blow of confession is?
I think so.
By the way, we have 4 more Hurricane Hunter scheduled flights over the next 48 hours.
Yep.
How is Recon doing right now on its path?
As far as I'm aware, I do not know. Although I am going to ask someone that has Flight Radar 24.
Yeah, like that is.
Just give me a moment. Y'all can keep talking.
Yeah, like on the.
I just want to quick. Sorry for interrupting. Evan Yard just asked, should I be worried here in Houston? Yes. Speaking on your area, actually, the National Hurricane Center has currently the current direct eye impacts going over Houston as a 50-mile-an-hour storm that could shift more south throughout the day. But here it is to sum it up, because I'm trying to read everyone's comments. and it's very hard to read all these comments and questions right now. But anyone that has asked, should I be worried in any parts of the Gulf Coast? The answer is any part of the Gulf Coast right now should be worried. And when I mean, we're talking about the Alabama, Mississippi, the Florida eastern side, all the way from Tampa Bay and all the way to even Galveston, and southern portions of Texas. I wish my marker was working. Right now it is not working, but pretty much the entire Gulf Coast. And when I mean the Gulf Coast, I mean the entire Pensacola of Florida. Follow my cursor, you guys. From all the way from Tampa Bay, currently getting impacts from this. Follow it all the way through these regions here. All the way through Alabama, Mississippi, all through the Louisiana, and all the way through Houston, northern Texas, middle Texas, and even potentially all the way down here. The entire Gulf Coast could be getting widespread impacts, okay?
Yep.
And that doesn't just mean the coastline. It means impacts in the
Inner
regions here.
Hey, Kingdom, can I
Yes.
chip in for a sec? Basically, anywhere on the Gulf Coast needs to monitor Tropical Depression 2. It is
Yes, correct.
Is the evolving situation. It could potentially be a rapidly evolving situation. And Kingdom, can you pull up the forecast cone for the NHC? All right, we can have right now. There is a large spread of potential areas where the center could go. It could still go towards Pensacola. It could still go towards Apalachicola, Florida, or it can go almost as far south as Brownsville. So that is a huge area that just needs to monitor. But if you are in Houston, I would say just monitor for the moment and prepare for a category higher. So prepare for a minimum hurricane if you're going to start preparing. And I would start preparing now. You should already have prepared for hurricane season regardless. But right now, I say the more immediate threat that this system composes is going to be Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana, and also the short-term trends. If it trends more south and more west, if it follows that southern part of the cone, then I would be more concerned for Texas and western Louisiana for potentially more how can I say this? Heavier impacts.
Yeah.
And right now, the
Sure.
most major threat with this thing right now is rainfall. And these areas have basically not been in much rainfall right now. They're still suffering from the drought, and this thing is going to make it even worse.
Yeah. Pretty crazy, you guys. What is going on here?
Go ahead. Yeah. I do want to specify, by the way,
yes.
is that the cone does not represent the range of impacts. The cone represents where the center of the storm will go, and as such, if the storm is larger than the cone, don't be surprised, because it's the center of the storm can go anywhere inside or even outside of the cone. So just food for thought. Yeah, as you can see, hazardous conditions can occur outside of the cone, as you can see on the National Hurricane Center graphic. So just be aware. For those who are relatively new to TCs and stuff, do note that hazardous conditions can occur well outside of the cone if conditions are right. Anyway, hello Gavin. How are you?
Oh, hello Gavin. How are you doing? Quickly before that, someone just said, I have a question. Will it be stronger than Arthur? Yeah, a lot stronger.
Probably.
Yeah,
a very good chance.
Yeah, the chances are right now like a 99% good chance of this becoming stronger than Arthur. And Arthur, you have to remember, was only 40 miles an hour. So I will be very surprised if this does not become a 45-mile-an-hour storm. This will really shock me right now.
It's already very good. Like, it's already getting itself stacked. Basically, getting
Yeah.
itself further to stacked and essentially ready to explode into the vacation.
Oh, look at that. Wow, it is crazy how we're just seeing a whole bunch of pop-up thunderstorms all around this shrimp look storm. I mean, you guys, I'm going to be honest. I actually was going to call off work today for 4 o'clock. And I mean, I get off at 8:30. I am going live tonight, everybody. I am planning on going live at 9 o'clock tonight. If I could, 9 or 9:30. So let me actually pin that here because...
Hey, by the way, Del, do you see this? What you see on my screen?
Yeah, let me look at your screen.
Like, you see this. This is where, like, this is a very big feeder band by the looks of it. You see it?
Yep, that is the tail of your potential shrimp.
Yep. And you can see the huge outflow shrimp line. There's it right here, essentially. That's the outflow shrimp. And when you get shrimp form, that's normally not a very good sign. That's a sign of a system that's going to go up and explode.
I do have a
Okay.
question. Is there any lightning on any of these thunderstorms? I doubt it, but...
I believe there is on, like, the GMF flashes.
Okay, I just found this quote from a on X from a hurricane tracker and data analysis.
Can you send it? Or you want to... You have your screen up?
Yeah, I can send it to you. I just you know what? Yeah, I'll share my screen.
Okay, quickly before I share that, you guys, we got lightning in the core, and we got lightning all surrounding the system. Look at my screen.
Yeah, that's a sign of powerful convection and very consistent and persistent. You know, it's consistent, persistent, and vigorous. Basically, it's not
Look
one
at
to stop.
all that lightning exploding on northern, center, south, west, east, across Florida. I mean, look at all the lightning right now.
Basically all quadrants, essentially.
All quadrants right now, convection exploding and lightning going on. So this is definitely showing more signs of intensification. I wouldn't be surprised Recon goes into it and we got a tropical storm. Did you send it yet, Delta?
I have it pulled up on my screen.
All right, I will show your screen in just a second.
Yeah. We would get a truck.
Yeah, like, yeah, this is developing very fast, and this is in diagonal minimum.
All right, there you go.
All right, this is from a person that I do follow. I think he's right a lot of the time. And he says, "Listen, I don't know if it will happen or not, but I've seen this look in the Gulf for RI, for future of systems that do RI, but not in July." So just a quick that this is not just like us or just random people. No, I'm not saying what they're that. But it's got that look to it, is what I'm trying to say.
That look is famous among tropical cyclones, essentially.
Yeah. I just want to say, we got over 100 people watching right now. Thank you for everybody tuning in right now. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. We are absolutely crushing the goal. We got already 6 new subscribers in the last 5 minutes. I just want to say thank you for everybody tuning in and supporting the stream. Also, I don't think some of you guys are not here from last night, but for the people that was donating money last night, I just want to shout out you guys again. Thank you for the $100 donations last night and the $50 donations. It extremely helps out. And honestly, you guys, like I said last night, when I get 15 to 20 views on a stream already makes me smile. So seeing this much support and love and how far we have come as the last couple years, I can't thank you guys enough. I never thought I would be sitting here in this position. a dream that sadly we are talking about potential devastating impacts, but I'm glad I get to share you guys my knowledge and the concern. And I guarantee you, Delta and all of our people that we have here enjoys you guys asking questions and showing your guys support. Honestly, it's a milestone that I cannot expect myself ever to hit. So thank you for all the support, and thank you. Keep it up, you guys. I can't thank you guys enough. What's your guys, what were you about to say?
Moment, I'll go ahead and talk. But so
Oh. No,
You're
here a lot. So I see a lot. I see quite a few of the models. Do you want this thing or do show this thing? Oh my god, am I cutting out again? Okay, you know
Yes,
what?
you
Fuck
are.
this. I'm sorry. So I do showing that that Tropical Depression 2 here is probably going to make landfall in Texas as a major hurricane. There's only been a couple storms that have formed in the Gulf
Oh.
You're-
and of course, Alicia in 1983. So Alicia 83, FYI. It formed right about where Tropical Depression 2 is right now, but then it kind of dipped south a little bit and then hooked right back towards Houston as a category 3. Let's see what other storms can I think of that were kind of like in this general area.
Especially this early on in the year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think really the only true analog we have is Alicia 83. There's also Debbie 2012 also.
Breaking
Debbie
news, the
22.
National Hurricane Center just has it looks like they have up. Okay, wait. Someone just said National Hurricane Center just updated. Is this true?
The National Hurricane Center has released its tropical weather outlook.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. It hasn't done anything on tropical depression, but it has released its tropical outlook. Okay. Thank you for that. For confirming that. So, yeah.
Real quick, I want to go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the East Pacific right now. They don't have anything on 6E out there or Elida yet. They have a AOI in the EPAC, a Zip 40, and then there's one southwest of Hawaii, a Zip 20.
Yeah, so right now we have a lot of activity. Eldela here is 60 miles an hour. There was 170. That will gradually weaken throughout today, tomorrow, and the days to come as it enters more unfavorable conditions like the waters being cooler, more shear and dry air. 6E is going to be the first East Pac hurricane, most likely, as that will be racing towards the west. And the National Hurricane Center, let me just quickly look at their strength. They have this to become almost a major hurricane in the next 72 hours. They have 110 miles an hour before some weakening happens. But a lot of the models do show a major hurricane. So we could be talking about the first hurricane and major hurricane out of the East Pac also. So you guys, we are just really bad.
By the way, it's a system. Wait, if you look at it more recently, does it look like it's trying to head south because of it intensifying?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, like that's a
happening.
common thing with strong systems or strengthening systems. They tend to go a bit more south. It's their trend.
Also, I do want to say here, I know Delta brought it out to me, and for all the viewers that was here with Bobby, I do have bad news for the West Pac and not so good news. The models are showing another potential historic super typhoon once again out in the West Pacific in the beginning of August. I do not want to concern you guys just yet, but it does look like the Westpac will be having a storm for the Philippines, also a tropical storm that it's been showing for the Philippines. So there's going to be impacts to the Philippines, and then it goes into a skirting across the Philippines into Taiwan. And then once again, the 0Z Euro has a typhoon making a stalling off the coast of China, where Bobby just made a landfall. And then look at that, you guys. Another super typhoon, long track, just like Sanakia, and becoming a sub 900 millibars. And look at that, heading right for China as another monster super typhoon on the European. So I'm just going to say this right now. We seem like we're going to be going, we had this marathon last year, and every hurricane season, it seems like we have this marathon of live streams. Looks like the marathon has decided to happen. So looks like as of right now, until further notice, I will be going live every single night and day, potentially 2+ live streams for the next couple weeks. But I will have to alert you guys. On August 15th, I do have a very big vacation coming up to the Tennessee, into the Gatlinburg, Tennessee, for a trip there for about 7 days. Good news is right now it looks like all the major activity will be before that time frame, but if anything does happen, across when I'm on vacation, I will be trying to alert you guys, and by then I maybe will have a complete team where I will be able to have updates to come out with videos. So we'll keep that in eye here. And I mean, Sanaku. My fault on the pronouncing. Yeah.
Sanaku. You're fine.
Sanaku.
Yeah, so
holy crap.
Sanaku.
Yeah, the Westpac is just looking.
Anyway.
Very favorable for development.
Look at the Westpac here. Yeah, I don't like the Westpac either right now.
Yeah,
the thing in El Nino years, quite normal. In El Nino years, this is somewhat normal. I say somewhat. If you take seasons like 2015 or 1997, for example, you're gonna have a lot of early summer activity. I don't want to say early peak season, but I don't want to say early season because the West Pacific, they go around anyway. But early summer activity like June, July, August, like going to the peak of summer. They're usually very active around in El Nino years. I think in 97 at this point in the year we just got rid of Nestor at this point, going on to Typhoon Opal and Peter. Or maybe it might be Rosie.
I just want to... Yeah. All right, keep going.
I was going to say, no, at this point, we were at Rosie, Scott, and Tina. Scott, I think, was active at this point. Tina was just about to form, I think. And then Victor and, the rest of the storms in July. So, anyway, go ahead.
I just want to announce here, the 12Z Worth model has a hurricane in the next 48 hours. So it does look like continued strengthening will continue throughout tonight and the overnight hours. So that's another very big concerning thing. Also, I do want to look at some of the ensembles. I know you guys are about to say, "Up, here we go, another uptrend." And right now, to be honest with you guys, if I'm going to be honest,
here we go. Hang on.
Yes.
Tropical Depression 2 has gotten its first intermediate advisory.
Finally.
It's an intermediate advisory 30 miles an hour, 1,011 millibars.
Yep.
Let me repeat that one more time. 30 miles an hour, 1,011 millibars.
All right,
And
thank you.
And that will probably go down as time goes on, the millibars and the winds go up.
I think once
Yeah.
recon goes into it, I'm going to be honest with you. I have a bad feeling when recon goes into it that we're about to see a much lower pressure.
Yeah.
And by the way,
let me read.
Like the influence band, like the main influence band apparently is in like, hitting the exact, the loop current, the loop current where like sort of, goes like there and then comes out, it sort of hits that.
Yeah, these
Yeah.
thunderstorms, even though it's not extreme convection, we are continuing to see consistent convection and dural minimum wrapping around the core. Dryer continuing to be fluctuated out. We are continuing to see convection blowing up in the low levels. We're seeing convection everywhere. We're seeing lightning everywhere. And this is not even dural maximum. And dural maximum will be when we go live all night tonight because surprise, surprise, everybody. I might be starting a stream before 10 o'clock tonight. And if I could, I might be going from 10 o'clock all the way to about 2 to 3 in the morning. I was thinking in worst scenarios, if this does continue to explode, we will pull a complete all-nighter, but I will have to get sleep. So I will have someone else maybe be in the comments, or I'll just leave satellite and kind of mute and let the stream go on. And then we will just continue to stream throughout the tomorrow morning hours. I was thinking to do that here throughout the entire night. Potentially, I did not get that much sleep last night. I went to bed around 4 in the morning and woke up around 8. So I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. But right now, I don't feel like I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. I feel like I ran a complete 8 hours sleep. But I know my body will catch up to me. So I would like to get some sleep tonight. But I would like to continue streaming. So I just can't thank you guys enough. We are at 1,434 subscribers. We are already almost at 1,500. And to be honest, I was hoping to get to 2,000 subs by the next 2 years. But to be honest with you guys, I think right now we are on a pace that we can do it in the next week. So keep it up, everybody. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe, like. We are at, I think, 42 likes. We are already we're at 44 likes right now. We are only at 6 away from the goal today. And when I think I first started out the stream here, I think I said I was I think we already gained over 10, 15 subs.
And
so
by the way,
thank
if
you.
anybody's interested in tropical weather, you can speak to some people here if you want to understand what they do and how they affect atmosphere.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Let me look at the.
All right, Kingdom, I've got to
Let me look.
go.
Oh wait, they don't. Oh wait, no, they don't do
maybe
the
on
forecast
later.
discussion. Never mind. I was about to say. All right, see ya. All right, see ya. I was about to say, let me look at the forecast
Thank you,
discussion,
Delta.
but then I realized, wait, no, they don't do those. But yeah, so let me read the advisory for you guys. So let's see. It says here at 1 p.m. Central Daylight Time, the center of Tropical Depression 2 was located near latitude 27.8 north, longitude 85 west. So for those of you who use like paper maps and everything, you can probably chart that out. The depression is moving toward the north-northwest near 1 mile an hour.
Damn.
And it continues slow northwestward or north-northwestward motion is expected in the next day or two, followed by a turn toward the west. On the forecast track, the depression will move near or along the northern Gulf Coast during the next several days. Maximum sustained winds remain near 30 miles an hour with higher gusts. Gradual strengthening is forecast tonight or on Monday. So either tonight or tomorrow. The minimum central pressure based on surface observations is 1,011 millibars.
Yeah.
See, hazards affecting land. So all right, hold on. So wind. Tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area late Monday. Oh yeah, there is also a tropical storm watch, by the way, for the Ochiloconi River to the Florida-Alabama border. In case you guys are wondering. So do keep that in mind as well. Let's see. Storms, dry areas near the immediate coast to be flooded by rising waters moving inland from the shoreline. The water could reach the following heights above ground and somewhere in the indicated areas if peak surge occurs at the time of high tide. From Indian Pass to Chasahowitzka, Florida, 1 to 3 feet. Let's see. The deepest water will occur along the immediate coast. Oh, here we go. This is something threat, I think. The tropical depression is expected to produce rainfall amounts of 2 to 4 inches with locally higher totals around 8 through Thursday along the eastern and central Gulf Coast, from western Florida to southern portions of Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. So 2 to 4 inches with likely areas of 8.
Yeah, that's
So
thank you for the description and reading all that. So if you guys heard, to sum it all up, a lot of impacts. Trends continue to go up. And right now I have the lightning up and I am just watching a show of lightning wrapping around the entire storm. This is just mind-blowing that we're in Durham minimum and this is intensifying this much.
Yep, and also it's gonna be persistent, then gonna become rapid convection, then full-on blown intensification. It's basically gonna be like that, essentially, in how it acts.
Yeah.
You always see a huge burst happen on that northern side with cloud tops approaching minus 70 degrees.
Yeah, I do want to say though, I haven't looked at the HERF since the beginning. Oh my, that's another worrying thing. Look at the HERF. Look how slow this thing moves. It kind of stalls and it becomes a hurricane in the next 48 hours. Where another thing also is tornadoes. With this type of storm and with the HERF model, you see a lot of banding in supercells on the northern side. And with some of the dry air and shear, we could definitely get some supercells and spin up some tornadoes along the coastal regions and waterspouts. But look at the winds, everybody. Look at the banding. And let me just quickly take a look at the 10-meter winds. We are at 60 knots there. Continue to intensify. It is, look at the dry air also. It does indicate, the HERF does indicate some dry air troubles. But if this thing continues to intensify at its rate, this could continue to defend all this dry air.
Essentially throw that dry air out, more or less. And the outflow protects it, essentially acting like a giant shield for it.
Yeah, I mean, look at the wind gust here. The wind gust is at 80 knots here. And look how this core is very small, very compact. Also, look how this does not move at all. And it's heading westward. And it looks like it might do what the national... this is just worrying.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
That area where it's heading is very vulnerable to storm surge. And rain is going to make even huger issue.
Does anyone have an ocean heat count that they can send me? I know I looked at it yesterday, but I just want to show you guys. Look at the temperatures, too. Right now, it is in screaming, scorching 30 degrees Celsius. But I just want to tell you guys this over and over. Look at the temperatures near the New Orleans. Another shade of purples. And with these low-lying areas that this storm is going to be going through is shallow water. And those waters can get up to 31 to about 33 degrees Celsius, especially along those bays and stuff. And clearly where this storm is heading is into even more darker purple shadings in the water temps, up to 31 degrees Celsius. And we even have a spot here near the Texas coastline and in these regions, 30 to 31 degrees Celsius. This is very concerning with the water temperatures. Recon is out, you guys. I hear this in the chat right now. I'm seeing this. It looks like it is pinhole eye. That is, it's not a. All right. Recon's out. All right. Okay. Yeah. Holy crap. Recon's coming out, and we're not in the core just yet, but Recon is coming out right now.
They're not coming up. They've been out there for the past hour or so, I think.
Yeah.
At least
So
according to.
I'm gonna like to see how this where we get the low level center. One thing I could tell you guys, the low level center is, wow, we got 120 people watching right now. I just want to say thank you for all the support. But we do have Recon coming out, and look at the millibar pressure. As they are getting closer to the core, we're starting to see the drop in the pressure and the winds to go up. And when you see the winds go up, pressure's dropping, that tells you we have an area low level center where they are heading to. So this could by far be a tropical storm right now. I am very interested on what we are going to find with the Recon in the next 30 minutes.
And given how tight it is, it's going to have a very tight pressure gradient, which is going to be very bad because the isopods are tight, basically allowing the winds to get very strong.
Yeah, the latest HERF model, we have a 983 continue to intensify, stalling across off the coast and intensifying here. This is a category strong 1 right now on the HERF. If this happens, I'm going to tell you guys and be dead honest with you guys with all the information and stuff. Quickly, before I tell you my percentage, here's your 12Z GEFS ensembles. Continuing to show, I'm not too confident on the GEFS ensembles. This is much stronger than it's showing. But Fahrenheit will be about, what would be Fahrenheit in 31 to 31 degrees Celsius?
If I number it's over. Oh, yeah. It's almost like, Yeah,
I just want to let you guys know. Let me make sure this has not come out just yet. Okay, no.
Yep. And by the way, if you want to know something interesting, when a storm, like when they get stronger and stronger, they tend to develop a high pressure above them, above like the eye of the storm. An anticyclone effectively acting like a giant like feeder or basically breather for the storm to get stronger.
Yeah.
Also, I got
Who's saying that this has a pinhole eye?
I don't think it is. Like there's no like eye yet. We're still in like the building stages of the core.
I think they're there for the
It's probably just a tropical depression like stage with bands.
Yeah, I don't see no pinhole eye at all. That's probably the way the convection's all developing, you guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, more convection blowing up near the core. I don't like it. Oh, I mean that pinhole. Yeah, that's not a pinhole. That's just the way the convection is right now. I know what you guys are talking about. That's not a pinhole. That's just the way convection is right now. But yeah.
That's where that's effectively where the center is going to be.
Do you guys have ocean heat content that I can show them?
I believe I've put that in general. I have it in general, like ocean heat content map for the entire like Atlantic.
Can you show me the? Okay.
Yeah, like it's right there. It's in the general, like yeah. But let's just say where it's going. It's over 100 OHC.
Can you mute yourself, Sakura, or one of you, or Gavin?
Thank you.
Hello? Yeah, I just muted that background noise. I'm sorry about that. I was just hearing it all. Look at this core right here. Yeah, this just continues to
increase, and you can see like the inflow is getting tighter as well.
Yeah,
like, you can see like the inflow like getting tighter. That's a sign that the core is getting more like stacked and together more or less. It's gonna get itself a stacked core, then get all the convection around, and then explode. That's effectively how the cycle of the storm is going to. And it came out from basically nothing. Essentially, came out from basically a front that stalled over Florida. Essentially.
Yeah, the HERF model is coming out more, and it has a 980 millibar before weakening a little bit. probably due to some dry air. But it has it a lot more south. But once again, you guys, yes, this is 12Z data, but we need recon, and that will come out more like 0Z for the full update of recon. So I'm not trusting the hurricane models just yet.
Until they get all the recon data, where they can
Yeah.
get much more accuracy.
Ensembles ain't out either yet right now. The her model 16Z is out. Yeah.
Like the only place that got dry air, like the only reason it has dry air is because of the upper levels. That's it, essentially. And even then, that's going to be limited in all likelihood, given how this thing develops. And although we've seen models underplace tropical cyclones a lot in this type of environment.
Yeah, look at all this lightning right now blowing up in the core and the outer bands and the shrimp look. A lot of lightning continuing, so more intensification. Look at all these just lightning strikes spamming right now in the outer feeder bands.
Yep,
Yeah.
and it's only going to get more and more consistent as time goes on.
Yep. You think it's hitting us in Houston? Too early to call, but right now, yes.
Yep. Like, although it's going to take a while to get there, it's probably going to take 2 days. Yes, the shear is set to increase, but I'm not sure if that's even accurate because this thing is creating its own environment to its favor.
Yeah, I just want to say, you guys, we are at 1440 subs now. We have continued to rapidly increase with subs and the likes here. We are at, let me take a look here quickly. We are at 44 likes. So we are only 6 away from our goal. So I just want to say thank you for everybody tuning in. Actually, never mind, 53 likes. So we already surpassed our goal there. And when right now, we are on pace to easily hit 1,500 by the end of tonight. So if you guys are new, once again, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. We are going to be live all the way up to 3:30. So we still got another hour and a half of streaming to go. To what is, what will Mobile, Alabama get it from it? Does anyone have any answers on that?
Honestly, not sure. But I must say, like, watch out because this thing, even if it doesn't hit the area, it's going to provide a huge amount of rain for the overall area. And these areas, they need rain, but not too much, too quickly.
Yeah, I did want to take a look. Did you send it privately to me or the Ocean Heat content?
Oh boy.
Where did you send it?
Like the Ocean Heat content?
Yeah.
It's in general, like the general text chat, yeah. It's there. We got 2 of them. 2 maps for it.
Yeah, thank you for that. I'm going to quickly show. Wow. I don't like this. Look at this, you guys. This Ocean Heat content. This is not the best diagram here, but this is one of them that's very alarming. This was as of the 19th of today. Look, I wish we can get a closer, wait. Yeah, right here is a better one. Look at this Ocean Heat content across the entire Gulf. Right now where this storm is sitting is in the yellows. All right, in the oranges. This Ocean Heat content, if it continues to trend more south and develop more south, it's going to be in better Ocean Heat content, better waters. Overall, this has an environment that is very favorable. There is some dry air questions, but some of these hurricane models that I think, and some of these models, I think you guys can back me up here on this, is the way it's showing the dry air, it's because we don't have fresh recon data in that environment. Also, the HERF model is a little bit more south and stronger, but I do not think this dryer is going to get into this core right now because with all of this convection and the development, I think this is going to make its own environment, like you just said. And I personally think that later on, we're going to be looking at a whole different HERF look of things. But right now, the HERF does have a landfall into the Louisiana area, but I'm not really looking at the hurricane models right now. First off, too early. Second off, the environment is not the same as it is right now, so I don't believe any of it. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
So it will just change as time goes on. Yeah.
Let me quickly take a look at.
Also, those hurricane models, they are so old that the NOAA, it will be, so those hurricane models, the HMON and the HWRF will be getting retired soon anyway. Because they're so like old and unreliable.
Nah, yeah, they are pretty good though. The HWRF and HMON. I'd say actually the halves is alright. I don't know when they're gonna take those out, but I think they're keeping it in the stream here. Wow, we are just bombs away right now, crushing it here.
Oh boy, yeah. Like the thing is continuing to get a much sharper shrimp look by the looks of it. It's getting a sharp dual shrimp look, if you know what I mean. Like a
Yeah.
small shrimp and another shrimp flying by. Yep.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just imagine fried shrimp, or well, I guess it's fried shrimp. I don't know.
Yeah.
The Gyro model is coming out. We're gonna take a look at that because last night it had a massive uptrend, so I want to see what the Gyro is gonna show. It has it as 1,010 millibars right now. Thank
Right now,
you,
it's officially
Wild. Thank you, Wild, for subscribing. You just said I subscribed. Thank you for that. We are at 60 likes. Also, another huge thank you. And we just hit 130 views at the peak right now. So thank you guys for continuing the support on this channel. You guys are just absolutely amazing. But here's the Euro model. And okay, a lot weaker.
Which is
Interesting.
weird. Also, it's interesting and weird because when models downtrend, yet the storm is getting stronger in reality, that's a disconnect in a way. Very weird.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I do not agree with the Euro model right now. Showing a landfall in Mobile in the Alabama and Mississippi area, that, yeah, the model data is inconsistent because we don't have fresh data going into it. And a lot of the weakening in the weaker solutions is because we don't have the current analysis set over this system. So that's another very large thing here. Also, it'll be interesting what tonight will show.
And yeah, like that during the night, that's where all the convention is gonna go.
By the way, they are getting more and more into the center. We are at 1,012.9. Winds continuing to rise. Pressures continuing to drop. We'll see what this
gradually.
looks like.
It's gonna be very gradual before like a fairly like little bit of a jump. Although the tighter the grade, the worse the drop is. Essentially, the better the circulation is developed. Yep. Although there are many things to know about these tropical storms. And although certain environments, they do have limits, but like when they get so powerful, they effectively sort of just do whatever they do, even with high pressures all around them. And that's the reason why the system is not really moving much, because there's high pressures basically like off there in Texas is one east of Florida that is essentially stopping it from moving. It's eventually nowhere to go but stall. Yeah, which is the worst type of systems, the ones that don't move at all.
Right, yeah.
Anyone have any questions right now? Boy, those SSTs are insane. Should gets lots of subs and covering this storm. Yeah, I know, right? But I do not care about all that, you guys. I'm here to talk to you guys about the impacts and stuff because
the threat
and the threat and the major impacts, because every single time I look at satellite, it just gets more and more worrying to me.
Yeah, like even by the second, it's already improving its structure greatly from the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like although it doesn't have much convection yet, but during night, that's going to be very different.
Yeah.
Those storms can change during the day. Like on one day they effectively look nothing, and then like the next day they effectively blow up and look like full on eye. Yep.
I don't know if the World Cup is in Miami today, but if so, yeah, definitely going to be some outer rain bands potentially. What is the pressure? Recon has it. We need to wait until they completely get into the center, but right now they have it at 1,011. I think it's probably 1,009, 1,008.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I was
would
gonna say the official NHC pressure is 1,011 right now. What is Recon? What is Recon showing? Like
It hasn't.
1,011?
It hasn't hit the full center yet, so I'm waiting on more recon data.
We'll wait for that. Okay. Let's see. Here, let me look at the east map real quick because. Oh yeah. So I know this is about that about tropical depression too, but can we mention how Elida apparently has a few of the spaghetti model runs making landfall north of San Francisco?
Yeah,
And
I've seen that, but Elda will be 99% dead by then because it is really just dead right now. It's just losing it.
Actually, hang on, because the NBC forecast actually shows this thing being at least post-tropical up to the latitude of San Francisco, according to the National Hurricane Center's cone.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's very funny.
Very interesting there.
By the
Yeah.
way, this is a little bit of a this is a little bit topic to the northern hemisphere, but we got a southern hemisphere tropical storm trying to develop right now, and we're not even in the southern hemisphere season yet. Essentially, okay, more.
Yeah, you're freaking Invest 98p.
Recon is getting more readings. We are under a... Okay, so they haven't found a low-level center just yet, but they are finding the weaker winds. Pressure is at 1,012.1, continuing to drop now. So maybe this is still... I want to see how this continues to show.
It's probably holding its pressure and working on structural changes, probably.
Yeah. Okay, so the GEFS ensembles. This is what. So I just got that. Let me copy this link and let me send it in image link, but I'll see if I can send this in the Discord channel.
Is it echoing in
You'll look at
Discord?
that.
Someone said it's echoing in Discord.
Oh, is it? I don't think it is, honestly. I mean, I don't hear an echo. Unless if I'm echoing off of you guys, but you know. Or it might just be the freaking or it might just be the screen shares, because sometimes it does do that. Like I have noise suppression on. And I turned off the echo. At least I think I did. Cancellation, so it should be fine. Alright, let's see here. So the GEFS ensemble. This GEFS. This is what it shows. So a majority of the members, I'm gonna say like about half of them, show this thing moving to the north, very slow, only 48 hours, like 48 hours from now, it'll probably be like not too far northwest from where it's at now, intensifying to 1,007. Then they show it making landfall somewhere near Pensacola, and then quickly moving offshore, and then making landfall in Mobile itself, and then eventually moving into Mississippi and points west. Before speeding up. So yeah.
You guys, can you guys quickly mute all of a sudden there's echoing going on. Let me quickly leave the Discord and join back. I want to make sure it's not. 1 second. Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me? I just left the Discord. Is it good? What is going on? Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me? I just left. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Is it good now? I don't hear any echoing on my side. What is going on? Who's echoing, me or Discord? I was fine, just the guys. Let me figure that out.
Like, look at this one. Girl.
Other Kingdom.
So, look, you guys, I want to make sure it's not echoing anymore. They said you guys were echoing in the chat. I was not echoing, they were.
As far as I'm aware, I don't hear an echo at all, unless it's me, which it may or may not.
It was the British guy that
Do you
someone
get-
said in the comment.
Oh, it's Jaden then.
Jaden, yeah.
It's probably because I get a mic that hasn't got the suppression on.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
Do you have echo cancellation on? If not, please turn that on.
Yeah, like after I got a snow, I got a big mic that I don't think it has on.
No, I mean you could turn it on Discord. Like if you go to your voice channels and stuff like that.
Justin
Yeah.
said it was you too. It said it was everyone in Discord. I just asked if they are. No more echo. We're good. We're good. No more. We're good.
Okay.
I guess I just had to leave the VC and join back. I don't know why it was echoing, but
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, okay. Does everybody have echo cancellation on just to make sure this does not happen again?
I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
You have echo cancellation on. Okay, 10. Good. Anyway. Onward. So,
Okay.
yeah, so a lot of so I know a lot of ensemble models really want this thing to pull something like of an Alicia 1983. Honestly, I don't think this thing will pull an Alicia 83. I think this something might pull something like Edward 2008 if you know what that storm is. That storm was so Edward '08, by the way, formed as I believe from an MCS complex over southern Louisiana and then hooked toward Texas, becoming a tropical storm, 50 miles an hour in that general area. Let's see, other storms I think this might try and pull. Maybe something like the Gulf portion of Erica 2003. And I say the Gulf portion specifically because it formed out over the open Atlantic. But yeah, it formed over the open Atlantic and then basically darted to the southwest and struck Texas as a Cat 1 hurricane. Like it struck Florida first, then darted southwest to strike Texas as a Cat 1 hurricane. And I also see a couple of these ensembles trying to make this thing pull an Alicia 1983. Honestly, I don't think, or Alicia, or not Alicia, Anita 1977. I don't think this thing is pulling anywhere near that because that was a Category 5, and Yeah, so I really don't think it'll blow something like an Anita 77.
Although
Yeah.
it's just time. Like right now, it's just time and seeing what happens.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Honestly, it doesn't matter where it hits. It all depends on where's the dirty side. I do have lightning popped up here. There is still lightning right now going on in the core and the outer bands. That continues to show. When you look at Dapia and you keep updating it, more and more thunderstorms. The thunderstorms are getting more and more convective. To be honest with you, it's kind of crazy how the convection has only gradually increased and the environment. Now I'm seeing some new, just look at the satellite right now. I mean, it just steadily increasing on its intensification with the rotation, the low level swirl. Yeah.
Yep, even during
Oh,
like down a minimum, no less.
yeah. Oh, by the way, Tristan, he's in this call too, by the way, but he's on mute right now. I think he's doing something. But anyway, he said in chat, and I quote this: "I don't want to be this person, but I don't think it's going to become a hurricane right now. Upper level dry air is limiting it, and so it can't truly breathe right now. What he means by breathing is like tropical
Outflow, yeah,
cyclone,
yeah.
and you also get like I guess warmer air, warmer air from the inflow." And then you expel the outflow like higher up in like the upper levels. So let's see. He also said it's also too messy for an MCV low pressure. And then he also said the ceiling for me is perfect. If it's perfect, it's 80 miles an hour, but the forecast for me is 50 to 65. They're forecasting this now. The NHC is forecasting this thing to hit 60 at peak. So,
Yeah, but it all depends on the structural changes of what's happening at this stage of development, because they can change very fast, very quickly after all.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm waiting on the ensembles to right now pop out here. I'm watching the whole chat and stuff. I
Let's see.
mean,
He also
lava. I mean, you're saying thunderstorms are collapsing. I mean, I would say they have been steadily going very good. I mean, even on the last few frames, you see more and more thunderstorms developing near the core, and you see more convection on the northern side, southern side. Yeah, it's sporadic, but it's continuing to consolidate, and it's in its early. You have to remember, it's also a tropical depression. We haven't even hit tropical storm, but it is
speaking of
consolidating pretty quickly, and we're in Dural minimum. So I mean, and we're getting more banding features. Microwave.
yeah.
Does anyone have a new
Um,
microwave imagery? Because I
Weather Kingdom. Hold on.
They
Just so
found-
you know, Recon actually found the center south of where it actually, where the NHC put it at.
oh wow. So we have a current. So it's at 1,010 millibar center. So we do have a confirmed low level center from Recon, 1,010.2. It's a very weak. It's pretty weak right now. But I would like to see if we see another relocation or in more convection.
Yeah, we do have a recent microwave pass, but it ain't very good. It's like half a pass, essentially, for the storm.
Yo.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. As I said, so the NHC pegged the center at 28 degrees north. The actual center is actually at 27.5 degrees north. So you're talking a good half a degree, maybe about about 30 to 40 miles south of where the NHC center is. Or where the
And-
NHC pegged the south.
Yeah, and although small changes can play a big impact with this type of storm and this development.
Yep.
Oh,
Most certain.
I thought
Yeah.
my Windows keys just don't do anything. That's great.
Who's the other person?
he would be.
No.
I thought I heard someone else talking. If you could,
Yeah, it's their name is Nonchalant Chrissy. I'm not sure if they want to talk. They don't have to if they don't want to. That's okay. Um, but yeah. Let's see.
Also, like the storms are gonna complex on themselves level command. Like, they're gonna like go down, but that's gonna release more convection as one dies and the one goes up. It's a cycle essentially.
Yeah, I do want to say here is some radar data going on here of the satellite imagery, and I just want to say we do have some showers and thunderstorms near the Tampa Bay region right now. We got some thunderstorms. We got some precision banding that's developing over Florida. We also got some inland convection and thunderstorms developing. That's bringing some heavy rain and lightning and thunder. We're also seeing a lot of banding going on along the coast of the Florida right here. You're seeing a lot of these thunderstorms and a lot of rain off the coast here also.
By the way, even if like the thing is restricted on its outflow, why is the southern outflow so strong still and it's still expanding? Like that's the main thing.
So
That southern channel.
I'm going to say a lot of points because I've been watching this since it was born, and all the points I've heard are really not good. We're not paying attention to actually what's going on. That radar, the radar you're seeing, that's the mid-level vortex. That's not the low-level center. If the low-level center is that weak, that means it's technically failing. Not only that, your high pressure and your trough are actually constricting the outflow. Your lapse rates are only 5.5 to 6.5, which in severe thunderstorm situations, if you have more lift, that's not so bad. But when you're talking about a tropical system on satellite, I hate to say it, it's failing. And here's even more evidence. Let's go to water vapor from NOAA. It's ingesting dry air. So many of the storms are popcorning right now.
But
In a
it's
normal tropical system, it would be breathing. This is not succeeding right now. Now, I'm not saying it won't succeed later if it can stay south, but right now, I don't want to be this person to say it. It's kind of it's more in a very beginning of an organization phase. If we're talking about strengthening, it would fail right now. The low level structure was never the problem because this is coming from an MCV, from an MCS complex. The low levels were never a problem. It's your upper level. There's the dry air is so bad that the only reason why those storms on the northern side are sustaining is because of shear that is already going on. Again, lift. The center itself, it just looks popcorny. I'm sorry, it's popcorny. I've been paying
okay.
attention to it all day.
I
It's
like it.
not sustaining.
I mean, I
And
see.
whatever's sustaining to the north, that's your MCV. That's your mid level. That's not your low level. Your low level is popcorning.
But how
Mhm.
long is it gonna be popcorn for though? Is a question.
Until it breaks through the upper layer and is ingesting dry air. If you go to the mid-level water vapor loop on NOAA, you'll see a nice strip of dry air on the Florida Panhandle entering the storm. Now it's starting to slowly lose that dry air. There's more moisture, but it's going to take a little while. And I don't. Then I hate to say it, Barry of 2019's MCS complex before it developed into the hurricane, even if it was messy at 75 in Louisiana, Barry's MCV had a better evolution than this thing is during the beginning of its life. I'm sorry to say that, but that had a better evolution.
Yeah, but tropical storms are never
That's
gonna
all
be
I
equal
got.
to each other.
It's not even a tropical storm. In fact,
Yeah, but
if it keeps doing this behavior, it's only getting to 45 miles an hour.
yeah.
There's no hurricane at all possible. The chances of this being a hurricane with the way it's acting right now is so negative that I have a better chance of winning the lottery.
Yep. But who knows? Storms can win the lottery sometimes.
And that's true. We'll see what happens. But right now, it just seems very. The low level structure was always good. It's your upper levels that are the issue
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, look at how dry and hot the atmosphere is for consecutive days leading to this.
You guys, it is his opinion, so let's not. I mean, he is also. Tristan is a very good meteorologist, also, that could be seeing things that we are not exactly seeing. I have a little bit of disagreement, but I see what you're talking about. I see where you're coming from. So I'm not completely disregarding anything you're saying. I will, I would like to see how things continue to evolve. I mean, yeah, I see what you mean with the popcorn convection, but Tristan, if you remember from last night to this morning, last night we had not even popcorn convection. It was very, very spotty. And looking at it this morning, what we were thinking last night, we're much farther ahead in development process than we were thinking 24 hours ago. Would you agree?
But but the reason why I'm not phased by that is because that's the time where thunderstorms will usually pop off. And not only that, but if it was really, because here's the thing. This is not your typical wave that we're watching the energy. It's not any of that. It's the remnants of an MCS complex. MCVs, this is technically a mesoscale vortex. This is not your typical surface low that we would see in the tropical system. MCSs typically like to have some of their convection disappear during this time, and then in the evening into the night, it likes to bubble up again. And like we ever said, this is an MCV. The mid and low levels were never going to be the problem. The problem was going to be, can this thing fight the dry air enough at the upper levels? That's your problem. Now, here's what I'm going to say. If this thing can turn west to get more outflow, I actually can say this might become a hurricane. If it can't, if it keeps moving towards Florida and your centers can't stay stacked, because I think that MCV is actually the mid-level center and the south of that's the low-level center. If it stacks more towards Florida, well, goodbye to your hurricane chance, because then there's more shear from the trough coming from up there. We're supposed to have severe weather on day 3.
Yep, and at that point,
So
it's going
I
to lead to a
mean,
huge drought coming to everywhere. So no matter how much to look at, it's going to be a huge issue for both different types of development issues. Like a huge drought can come by and just kill all the moisture and lead to no development, or if it just goes away, we're going to lead to a huge rain issue. So it's sort of like there is no win situation for this.
but I will say I want Recon to go in first, and I want the more data first before
I
I
agree
assume
with you.
anything. Right
I
now,
agree with
the evolution is the low levels are okay. Here's how I say it. The mid levels are okay. The low level is fantastic. That's what you're seeing on the Doppler radar because of the radar beam height. Let's not forget that. Just because it looks impressive doesn't mean anything to me right now because that is the radar beam height looking at the low level. We're not getting a accurate picture of the upper level, which we would need data tonight when Recon gets all of that. And yes, it is diurnal minimum too, but that's also the same cycle as MCS complexes we see in the summer. In the morning, evening, and night, they tend to blow up with convection, or if they have sustained upper level flow. But in this situation, yeah, this MCV is going to act more tropical because it's diurnal minimum. So we'll see what happens. I will tell you this though. I do expect a moderate risk of flash flooding somewhere on the Gulf Coast. From Alabama all the way to Texas, they've just been having rain after rain after rain. And some of that drought was really disappearing. So I do expect some flash flooding issues whenever this system does go, if it can maintain its convection.
Yeah,
All
I think
right.
we all can. I think most of us can. Yes, we are going to. We are probably going to get a moderate risk of flash flooding.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
Yeah, and like
And
after all
depending
the
on the
drought.
strength,
Yeah.
real quick, I just want to add, I don't think we talked about here. There is a marginal risk for severe thunderstorms associated with TD2. Not tornadic, weirdly
Yep.
enough, because the SRH is too low. More of damaging wind gusts from the outflow from the northern part of the complex of thunderstorms trying to organize in the Gulf. Again, they pointed out more outflow than supercells. And again, that's because of the dry air. So SPC even gave us a clue to the environment. So I mean, I can even go on to day one. Let me go to day one. Oh, by the way, there's a watch for the Carolina and Virginia, but I'm not talking about that. There you go. Georgia, the Central, the North, and Florida. They said with TD2 that the enhancements to flow and shear are too marginal for any threat of supercells and tornadoes through tonight. Still, isolated outflow gusts are possible with broken thunderstorm bands. That's partly due to the dry air problem at the upper levels. And supporting that theory, you want lapse rates, which is the difference between temperature, right? So if we want lapse rates for more convection, why is your lapse rates at the mid levels only 5.5? That's disgusting in a bad way. Good for the
Gross.
people, bad for the storm. So that also does support that your storm is having pretty decent dry air issues right now. Is that going to be in the future? I don't think so. But I think for right now, and the more it gets closer to Florida, the less this thing is going to organize. And also, I don't think it's stacked, considering what the MLC and the low level C look like between Doppler radar and recon. I don't think they're stacked. I
sorry.
don't think this can use the warm waters completely correctly at all. This just
but-
seems
Speaking
like
of that,
a very messy system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we can't forget about
Um,
like how quickly the maps can get together.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, by the way, and this may or may not be true, but it looks like. But someone said in another server that I'm in, it almost looks like the LLC is getting tugged north by the mid-level circulation.
Exactly. If it does that and moves more towards land, your chances of strengthening get even lower. Exactly. It's not stacked.
Yeah, it's probably not stacked right now, so we'll have to.
The highest ceiling this thing could ever do, and it depends on how this acts in the next few days. And some models have been trying to hint at that, but I don't think they have recon data. The best this could ever get is an 80 mile per hour category 1. That's if it gets lucky. That's a luck.
That works.
I don't. Now, the reason why I'm a little bit higher on the ceiling is mesoscale convective vortexes can trick us. Remember, Barry had 75 miles an hour, even when the convection wasn't the best. Remember, they came from an MCS, and those vortexes are a lot more mesoscale-like than, let's say, a normal tropical wave slow pressure at the surface. Because remember, a tropical wave is a whole bunch of energy. It's an energy wave. An MCV, a vortex, is a mesoscale area of vorticity. So that's the only reason why I'm going 80 mile per hour at the ceiling. Because if it gets stacked, it has a lot better chance to fight some of the conditions than, let's say, a normal tropical storm would, because it will be a lot more broad. I don't think this is really broad. I think this is just not dealing with the upper level dry air just fine.
That's like
We'll
the
just
only
have
way
to
they
see.
can- Yeah, just wait and patiently see the timeline of development.
Yep. I do expect a marginal to slight risk of tornadoes, though, if the right side can get its act together. I would not be
Yeah.
surprised if it's because of dry air, a large moisture field, etc.
Yeah,
And
well,
I'm actually more concerned about if it gets more inland, because we've been having excessive troughing in the northern United States. I wonder if far in the future if this is going to trigger some type of severe weather, depending on where it hits, for parts of the Ohio Valley or the Northeast, because we've been having so many
Yeah,
troughs this year there. I'm wondering what the future of the system is going to be. That's long ahead. We're not focused on that right now, but that's something just to think about for its future.
after all, it's gonna be just a timing thing. After all, tropical storms, and we still have much to know about them. After all,
We'll just see. I'll tell you this though, and vortex slash upper level low systems can be very unexpected and tricky though. So I am paying attention to this like a hawk, but for now it just seems very
very it's
Yeah.
basically showcasing nothing. Essentially, it's
And someone
Yeah.
said his tone is suggesting it's guaranteed to continue north. The data from the mid-level center says yes. However, I do want recon data tonight before I really assume anything. I'm just telling what it looks like right now. When we get better recon, we will find out.
The truth, more or less, of how it acts in a way.
We will find out. But
Yeah.
it's a good conversation because we're all seeing positive signs of the storm. And I see future positive signs, but right now it just seems everything seems like kind of messy. Like. We'll
That's
see what
very
the
true.
evolution is tonight. I think that's going to be our main point tonight. And when we get more data on the high pressure in the central and off the coast of the Atlantic and the central U.S., I think we'll find out more about what will occur with the system if we
Yep,
can
and
find
it's
out the
cool.
dry air.
I agree with you, but I will say, looking at the dry air, I see what you're talking about, the whole dry air stuff. But it is mixing out, though. It is
Absolutely.
mixing out.
We'll just have to find out what it does.
Yep.
Yeah, agree.
That's,
Anything else you would like to add, Tristan?
No, I just came in I just came in mostly to listen to y'all conversation, but I just wanted to add my input to it.
yeah,
All right, thank you for your input. If you would, everybody shout out to Tristan. He also likes to track tropics and, keep an eye on every little feature. Interesting analysis. Right now I can see where he's coming from, what he's saying. He has been right in the past. We are just really watching the evolution of this right now, like a hawk. I mean, we've been live for now 2 hours and 5 minutes. So, yeah.
Just because I've been right in the past doesn't mean I make mistakes. Everything I'm saying right now is just what I've been seeing. That doesn't mean I'm 100% right.
Yeah, although it's a learning experience, and we still have much to learn about these things.
Also, one more thing, just want to let y'all know, the other reason why I'm cautious on my strength things right now, it is basically stationary.
Yeah, it is.
Stationary storms can be tricky too.
Yeah,
Correct.
because you don't know where
We
they
have
go.
That's why we have multiple scenarios. It could track more northwest to make landfall in the Panhandle of Florida. It could go a bit west through Louisiana, strengthen a little more. It
Or
can have certain
secondary.
locations more to the south and then stack its center and become a hurricane in the middle of the Gulf. We don't know what it's going to do because we don't know the steering current right now. We'll just have to wait for recon.
Yeah, there's high pressures all around it, essentially just boxing it in.
Yep.
Exactly. And what do we call that pattern again? Does anyone remember? I don't.
A stalling pattern?
It was a blocking high pattern.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and we have seen that with multiple storms that done that, where they tend to not really move, and we all know when that happens. It can lead to very confusing outcomes.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I
It's called
will
a
say,
blocking
everybody.
high or a blocking pattern. A blocking high pattern. There we go. Now. There we go.
All right, very interesting there. This is the latest recon, and recon does show a low-level center, but it also is trying to find some stronger winds on its southeastern side currently right now. The winds are relatively light, but I will say the winds will continue to gradually go up as more convection blows up and as the conditions get into a better environment. There is a little bit of dry air. We've been talking about the dry air, but if you look at from a couple hours ago to now, we do continue to see more popcorn convection popping up than not. So right now it is battling off the dry air. I think a bit better than what you're thinking, but we'll have to just wait and see what it looks like later on. Maybe the convection will continue to pop off or die, but yeah.
And also, like, how long does it normally take for the popcorn stage of convection to end normally?
It could take 12 to 18 hours. Depends on the dry air and stuff.
And the features, and also when that dry air happened, it was normally because the vortex like was fairly strong, the anticyclonic vortex. It sort of dragged it in, more or less.
Watching
yeah.
from Louisiana, someone just said. Nice to see you from Louisiana. Keep an eye out for this.
Yep. After even if it doesn't get very strong, it can be a very huge flood threat for areas.
It is interesting where we're getting, good job for putting W Tristan. Good job. That is a very good analysis that he has. Congrats to all that. But I mean, with the latest satellite, if we come back later on and we are with you guys kind of see the shrimp that's going on. We see this feeder band coming in. We see the southern side, and then we see it circulating around the center. If we continue to see convection blow up, this is definitely going to get a shrimp look. If we see that convection die, it's going to struggle more. Tonight will be a very important night later on as we go live later.
Yep. And although each storm is different, each story is differently told. No one's so
Correct.
completely the same.
And remember, just because I say it's popcorn convection now, does not 100% mean the storm. I say it's failing by organization right now in terms of the upper levels. But popcorn convection, excuse me for any background noise.
You're good.
For popcorn convection can actually moisten the environment, allowing storms to eventually break through that upper layer. It's how long will it take, and will the center stack? Because right now the dry air is an issue, but like I said, the low levels have never been the problem with this thing. Which is why we're seeing a sort of shrimp shape, even though the convection is more popcorn. It's never really.
Also, I do want to note that Recon recorded 31 knots flight level.
Okay.
So
Which is
it's-
only tropical depression because earlier today it actually weakened 5 miles per hour.
I thought it
So
was 30. I thought it was 30 right from the jump, but I could be wrong now.
when it was an invest, it was actually 35 miles an hour, and then they weakened at the 30 as it became a tropical depression due to it having problems with dry air.
Let me look at the first advisory for TD2 real quick, because it might
Or-
have been not right from the jump.
It might have been 35 at the jump, and then they weakened it. I can public advisory A. I don't want.
And wait, and we also
It
can't forget about like,
was-
and
Yeah.
given how this thing will
it
probably
was
have
Yeah,
better
it was
than
30.
average. Yeah, given how this thing is, and like you mentioned it being an MTF complex, basically came from that. Do you think the wind mixing will also be a bit better than the average like tropical depression because of it?
It still would have the same problems, but in theory, yes. Yeah, so hold on, I'm trying to look for it right now. Invest 91L. Yes, so earlier today, this was at 2:46 a.m. on the Ryan Nats Automatic Tropical Cyclone Forecast, the ACCF system. When it was at Invest, it was actually 30 knots with a pressure of 1,012 millibars. And then as it continued, sorry, background noise. If there's any, I apologize, chat. It weakened to 25 knots before becoming TD2. And I think this was earlier this morning.
Mhm.
So it did actually weaken 5 miles per hour before it became TD2. Yes.
Yep.
So the peak strength of this was 35 miles an hour if you count its invest life. That was when it was looking a lot better, like we said, during the night because of the cycles of thunderstorms.
Yep. Also, the BT, real quick, by the way, all I gotta say is you can put another one on the board for the East Pacific. They just got another one. They're about to get yet another storm on the board. It's now their 6th storm of the year in the East. So that
honestly,
That's some best track data, by the way. 35 knots, 1,005 millibars for Tropical Storm Fausto in the Pacific.
Thank you for that.
So,
And-
Tristan, like, and I do wonder, like, what is like some of the weirdest type of like tropical development you've seen from the MCF's complex? You know, lifespan. Like, it's just a question, like, compared relatively speaking, because we can have some very, very weird tropical lifetime. Like, they go everywhere, like, in terms of, like, directional, like, forecasts. Although, when you get, like, a circle in the forecast zone, that's a very bad sign, normally. Like, although this thing is basically doing nothing, but movement.
Okay.
So he's like, yep, it looks to be somehow getting there. It may still be popcorn convection, but it's more solid somehow now. Looks to be more solid popcorn convection in terms of like overall staying power.
All right. Interesting. Whew.
Yep.
We've been kicking
It's not-
live here for the last 2 hours. Why is it echoing again?
That is weird. I wonder
don't
if.
know.
Let me just try something.
Testing. 2.
All right. Is the echo still there? All right.
This is what really.
Can you guys hear me? Is it good right now? Is it good? I don't hear any echoing. Okay, yeah, I don't know why they keep echoing. All right, thank you. Oh, I'm getting a little tired here, you guys. I'm gonna be ending this. All right. Let's just quickly take a look here before we do end the stream. I do need to end the stream very soon. I do need to get ready and get going and at least eat something. There is more convection blowing up. I would like to continue to see how this looks. There is continuing convection with dural minimum, and I would like to see how dural maximum does tonight. If you guys are new to the channel, I agree. It is doing a very, very good job at mixing it out right now, in my personal opinion. But, if you guys are new to the channel, I would like you guys to smash the like button. We're at 76 likes. So, let's get up to, we're actually, yeah, 76. Let's try and hit 100 likes in the next few minutes. Also, we have, let me look at the subscribers. We are at 1451. Let's try and get 9 more subscribers. So the goal is I just want to say thank you for everybody watching. This was another very awesome stream. You guys have been absolutely great. I very greatly appreciate it. You guys have been very supportive. I hope I will be able to continue to support that later on as we continue to keep an eye out for all of this stuff here. Interesting looks here. In my opinion, it's doing a pretty good job at mixing out, especially since yesterday we have noticed. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Weather Kingdom stop being... What? Oh, no. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry about the caps. I'm sorry about the caps. If you meant me going with the caps, I don't mean that. I usually have my caps on. Whenever my caps are on and I'm writing in the chat, I'm not screaming at you guys. I promise. It's just the way I keep my caps on and I kind of forget. So I'm sorry if it's that. My capital letters I'm talking about. Thank you, guys. We're at 14. We are 4 subs away. Thank you so much. You're good. Thank you so much. We need 4 new subscribers to hit the 5th to continue to hit it. No, you're good, Matt, Brian. You're good. You're good, dude. You're good. I hope you guys do like the stream and stuff. If you guys do have any questions, always let me know. Let's see what we are at. We're at 85 likes. Let's hit a few more, you guys. Let's do it. We need 15 more likes to hit the goal. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the support. 15 more likes and 4 more subscribers to hit the goals. Our last moment goals. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We are 3 subs away now. while we're taking a look at satellite imagery here. Yeah, we're at 87. Let's keep going. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very greatly appreciate it. Let's do it, everybody. We're at 100 views. Let's do it. Just give it everything you guys got. Everyone right here, just start liking who haven't and subscribe. Let's smash the like button. Let's smash the subscribe button. Let's share it. It's a good website. I like weather-wise, but I'm not a fan of it. This is more better. Weather-wise it's satellite's not. It's not the same. Up, and the Weather Nerds is out right now. You guys, Weather Nerds is out. Yeah, that's a nice blow up of convection on that northern side. I see what you're talking about. We'll see if that can continue to go here. Thank you for everybody supporting. We hit the subscriber goal. We're 6 likes away. 6 likes away from the goal. Yeah, look at that convection. We'll see how this continues to go tonight, you guys. But I'm going to be ending the stream right here, right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you. Wait. What's going on here? And we did it. 100 likes here. Let's do it, you guys. We smashed the like button. Thank you for everybody liking. And let's keep going. Sure, why not? Let's keep smashing it. Let's go. My apologies for me going crazy. Thank you very much. See y'all.